Shalom, all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. And shalom to the elect, Bashem Rakak. My name is Yakalba from Plain Tables Camp. There's a couple of the brothers, elders, apostles did video on this this agent, calling him an agent. You know, you wouldn't just say the Lord's name and then start, shooting weapons. That's not something that's not a doctrine of ours. So we know this type of behavior is a plant, meaning that the government and different organizations, they'll raise up spies to either join your camp organization or to slander your camp organization. Because I don't see any, from the videos I saw, it didn't seem like he wanted to join any camp or anything like that. He was just set up to be like an element or a leg of different Israelites. All right, so when you would see that, or him, when you see him, shooting weapons and saying certain things that we never said or would never say or not in our doctrine, they would immediately align that behavior with us. All right, let's let the video play.
He's an agent. He's an agent. He's an agent. You got this right here. I'll let you listen.
So if a guy is simple and innocent, he don't really know what he would never come up with this green logo with two swords and stuff like that. He would never do that, man.
Right, that's not something that we learn. Yeah, so anytime you start producing, content that looks extremely suspicious like that we didn't teach, that's odd. This is nowhere, like, it's not a couple of degrees to the left or to the right or close. This is totally against what we teach. We don't teach in any manner like this. So that's how we know this is this person is self-willed, or he's with some government organization. He's being paid to do what he is doing. All right, or he used to be into a different type of let's say group or religion, and now he's trying to merge whatever group he was with our religion, our faith. But you can't do that, because we can clearly see that this is nothing to do with the doctrine of Great Millstone or any other, or most other Hebrew Israelite groups, because you do have other groups that use that have done similar things. All right, ISUPK, I believe, is one of them. They did something similar with which they videotaped firearms. We don't do that. That's not something that Great Millstone Israelites do. That's something that we were never taught to do. That's not in our doctrine.
Was said on the video that GMS South Carolina 08 put up. He said the same thing. The guy might be the guy is not simple. The guy's not made a mistake. And we're too late in the game for anybody. This guy is a straight up. He can't come to the camp. He can't apologize. He can get with another camp. He can't get with us. But he haven't identified himself with any camp anyway. You see him pull out the long stick, and then you can start thinking of Sakari. He didn't mention our name in there, but he did mention Yahushai. But Sakari, ISUPK, and other camps use Yahushai. They deal with the Paleo Hebrew. And what else? What else can I say? Like I said, Sakari uses Yahushai. ISUPK uses Yahushai. HODC uses Yahushai. And many other camps use Yahushai. Priest Danyala use Yahushai. Zabaq, Priest Zabaq use Yahushai. So, like I said, he didn't mention that he's bigging up this camp or I'm part of that camp. He can't be a part of our camp. If he wants to join the camp, he can join one of them other camps. He can't join our camp. Oh, I made a mistake. We're not dealing with this mistakes. And here's a scripture to back up. Can't be making no mistakes. Everybody that comes in, like I said, my spiritual antenna goes up. Anybody that comes to the camp, anybody's in the audience, members that's in the camp, all of y'all that came in 15 years ago, the antennas go up. This guy could be a spy.
Yeah, so simply, that's the spirit that the apostles in, and that's the spirit that we're in. It's being very careful. All right, and he brings down Galatians 2 and 4, and because of false brethren unawares brought in, who came in privily to spy out our liberty, which we have in Mashiach Yahushua, that they might bring us into bondage. In other words, they're trying to find a weakness that they can exploit, or they're just trying to be there so they can just do something. Because sometimes you might not find a weakness. All right, you might just be there just to cause, to wreak havoc. All right, both are able to be done. So I have a few scriptures here. This is the most important one, I believe. Well, they're all important. 2 Timothy 3 and 14. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned, and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. All right. So we know what he did in that video was not, we were never taught that. That's not something that the Lord instructed the disciples to partake in. All right. So if he wants to go do that, he's doing that on his own. That's something that he likes doing, that he believes is right. He's been doing for a long time. That's on him. He has the right to do whatever he believes is right under the law of this land. But he can't be a part of our group. All right, and that's not within our doctrine to do those acts on camera. All right, or have anything to do with the scriptures. All right, we have nothing to do with that type of behavior and linking that to the Bible or our religion or faith. All right, simply put. All right. So, but continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and has been assured of. We didn't learn any of that shit he had in the video. All right. And how is this going to be fulfilled if we do that, what he did in the video? Matthew 10:16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be therefore wise as serpents and harmless as a dove. All right. You're practicing like that, showing that type of behavior, we're not being harmless as a dove. So you'll be in violation of Matthew 10:16. All right, but beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they shall scourge you in the synagogues. Yeah, you got agents like that will have you set up, at a specific location, with specific tools on you, and then they'll get you tied up with the authorities. All right, you can't be engaged in behavior like that you have not learned. We have not learned that type of behavior. All right, so we have never engaged, nor will ever engage in that type of behavior and link that with the truth, with the Bible, with our belief system and faith. They have nothing to do with each other. All right. And that's what they want to do. They want to deliver you up to be scourged by the authorities. All right. Because we're technically on the scriptures, we're the authorities. But on the authorities meaning Esau. All right. Because these were here is referring to other Israelites. All right, we're going to be brought to dignitaries, kings. All right, let's right there in the 18th verse. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my name's sake, for the testimony against them and the Gentiles. All right, so wolves are going to come in. All right, and they're going to deliver us up to kings and governors, meaning law enforcement. All right, I got this right here. It's Acts. It says, take heed therefore unto yourselves to all the flock over which the Holy Spirit hath made you overseers, to feed the church of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, which he hath purchased with his own blood. All right, for I know this, that after my departing shall grievous wolves enter in among you, not sparing the flock. All right. So we know that they're going to be no agents. When you look up wolves, we got dishonest people that are set up to sabotage our ministry. All right. Some of them may not even be there to join. Some of them are just there to sabotage because they're not going to find anything. Sometimes you just don't find anything, or what you perceive as a weakness to exploit. Sometimes sometimes the weakness is just being around you, and then something happens. They had no intentions on joining the camp. They're just standing around. Now we can't tell somebody they can't stand on a public street, but we're weary of people that come past and ask questions. All right, and especially when they ask kind of stupid questions, that's suspicious. Like if you did the research, because you can't be unlike other camps, you can't be a fucking idiot and you enjoying Great Millstone. You can't be fucking stupid. That's from what I've seen. You can't be like an idiot. You got to be operate more on a higher level to join a camp, a Great Millstone camp. All right, you can't be totally oblivious, stupid as hell, not know what's going on, and then just join the camp, a Great Millstone camp. You can't be in that state of mind, a confused state of mind, a constant state of delirium. You can't be it. You can't be that. Enjoying Great Millstone, asking simple ass questions. All right, wolves, G3074. We got Lucas. It says a metaphor: cruel, greedy, rapacious, destructive men. Yeah, so they can be they can be just near you, and they can cause something like they can break a law around you, and you get blamed for it. And so we can't do nothing about that. If they're outside the camp, but we can make a clear distinction, have clear rules that are already set. So if we do get delivered up, we say, well, these are the rules that they have been from the beginning, and they have nothing to do with us. All right, because it's all about the evidence, what you can prove, and Yahushua going to deliver us no matter what anyway. All right, even if we do get delivered to the jails, to the prison, we're going to ultimately get delivered. But we know how to spot say illegal behavior, which we're not engaging in anything illegal. And we can spot it because we know what we learned, and we believe what we learned, and it's linked directly with the scriptures, which the scriptures teach us to be so-called law-abiding citizens. So if we're not following the scriptures, it will be evident. We can look right at scriptures and say, well, is this in the scriptures? What you're doing in the scriptures? Well, that behavior that dude did is not in the scriptures. That's not something that we learned. All right, so it's simple. You just point to the scriptures. It says, if possible, be at peace with all men. We're not being harassed. We're not being, they're not murdering us left and right. The prophets, we're at peace. So we have no issues, with no law enforcement or anything like that. So you can't get us on that. You can't get us on, oh, well, you were being constantly arrested, be abused, harassed, and you get arrested every week. So you got up and did this thing. No, we're good. We ain't got nothing, no reason to attack or hurt anyone. All right, or wise as serpents, harmless as doves. All right, and the scriptures furthermore say, what to say in Matthew 5? See, all the doctrine that we have learned. See, the Beatitudes, they call it, the Sermon on the Mount, the Beatitudes. It says, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Where it says, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Yeah, so if we're persecuted, we're blessed. Blessed are they when men shall revile you and persecute you. Yeah, you got Jacob and Esau persecuting us, reviling us, and they shall say all men are evil against you falsely for my sake. All right, so they're going to speak in lies. They're going to try to link us with different groups, organization, and ideologies. All right, so we already know that they're going to try to do that. All right? And they have no evidence that we're linked with any of those groups. All they have is a person or a group of people that use the names, one name that we use, and read the Bible that we read, but their actions are totally different. All right, you gotta look at all of it. You can't just look at one piece of evidence. You gotta look at all the evidence. But if you have an agenda and a narrative you're trying to push, you'll neglect, a lot of evidence and just focus on the one thing. And that's what governments that want to falsely accuse you tend to do, or groups or people. They'll ignore the main body of evidence, which is our doctrine, and they'll just look at the crime they committed and magnify that and label you with the crime with no evidence. There's somebody that looks similar to you, we're not even really similar because he don't even have a beard, but simple-minded deduction can lead to an arrest. All right, rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. All right, and there's more. It's a lot of it's more information Yahushua brought out about false accusers trying to put you. He said that Paul was of the sect of the Nazarenes. All right, we're not a part of those damn groups that are associated with breaking laws and shooting weapons. I mean, it's clear, and we're governed by the meekness of the Lord, which is a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah, the nation of Israel. All right, dark-skinned black man with a bushy gray hair, beard, and a long garment. All right, dark brown skin. That's the man that said these words, which Matthew recited, wrote down in this book. All right. So I'll leave that there. It says agents. Yeah, we don't use symbols like this. Agents among us. So hope you edified. Leave that there. You get the picture. Hope you edified. Shalom.